We head over to men's soccer here. So men's soccer has not yet officially kicked off their season, but there is some news regarding the team, preseason standings, and all of that. For the second time in 3 seasons, UW has been picked to finish at the top of the Pac-12 standings in a sort of weird tie with Oregon State. The voters, I guess, could not pick a decisive favorite, so UW and Oregon State are who are picked to sit atop the Pac-12 similar to this past few seasons. And then the Huskers were ranked number 2 in the nation's preseason poll. So certainly some lofty expectations for UW men's soccer coming off of the national title appearance, but also losing, several key contributors, obviously Dylan Teves, Charlie Ostrom, Kendall Burks, Lucas Meek, Ryan Saylor, ton of guys that are gone. A ton of huge contributors, but also on the flip side of that, knowing that there's a huge number of sorry, I'm keeping an eye out. That thing was gigantic, and I don't want to see another one. On the flip side of things, guys, bunch of guys coming back. Sam Fowler in net, Gio Miglietti, so at the end of the day, obviously getting some key returns, as well as some other additions, but also knowing that, wondering, how the team will be able to account for some of those losses up and down the starting 11, let alone the bench. It'll be really interesting to see how that all takes place. Miglietti, having him back on the defensive side of things will be really big. It'll be interesting to see how that move works out. Having Christian Soto back in the lineup, it'll be really interesting. I'm really intrigued to watch this men's soccer team play this season. I'll be there on Thursday when they play versus Sacramento State. But yes, seeing how they account for those losses, who maybe blossoms in these new roles, in these new holes that have been opened. I'm really intrigued by that to see how that goes. So looking at that, their upcoming games for the UW men's soccer team take place August 25th versus Sacramento State. Let's say 7:30 p.m. Kickoff at Husky Soccer Field. And then the other game this upcoming week is August 29th versus Central Arkansas, a 7:30 p.m. kick as well, also at Husky Soccer Field. I don't know if we'll be at that one Monday. We'll see about that. We've got recording that day. So see you there for Sacramento State, but excited to see how they kick that off. And again, it's a really interesting team to me, just considering the losses of guys like Teves and Ostrom, Burks, Saylor, Meek, and to see who steps up. I mean, this is a big opportunity for several guys to say, hey, this is my spot now. This is my starting role. And you get to see how I fit into this.